Hello, myself Mr. Amit Kusnare. Here I am to give an introduction to the stiffness method. Stiffness is the structural property of a material. Every material will have different stiffness. Now, what is meant by stiffness? That I will explain by using these two diagrams. Now come to these two diagrams. So, if I want to get delta equals to 1, then what is the amount of force to be applied? Or if I want to get theta equals to 1, then what is the amount of the moment to be applied? Finding out that thing means we are going to find out the stiffness of that member. Here I will explain the stiffness by taking the two members. Let us consider that these are two members made of the different material. Just now I will pick this one member. Consider this as a fixed end, this is the free end. At free end, if I apply force on it, now to get a unit displacement, this is a displacement. If I want to get a unit displacement, what is the amount of force to be applied? That I have find out for this member. Then for this member, again I am going to apply force on it. Again I am going to get a unit displacement. For the both members, I want to get a unit displacement. For both members, for unit displacement, I find out the force required. So, if you compare these two members, for this member, the force required is more to get unit displacement, and for this member, the force required is lesser to get a unit displacement, because this member is a flexible one, okay, but this one is a more stiff. So, as compared to this one, this member is a more stiff. Up till now, to analyze an indeterminate structure, we have gone through different methods, but the stiffness method is quite different from the rest of the others. So, because the stiffness method is a type of a matrix method of analysis. So, to solve any problem by stiffness method, we have to form an matrix. So, here I have shown a stiffness matrix. So, before going to stiffness matrix, first of all, you have to find out the KDA of the given structure. If the KDA of the given structure is 2, then the stiffness matrix will be of 2 by 2. As per our syllabus, always there will be KDI will be equals to maximum will be equals to 2. Now, to analyze an indeterminate structure by stiffness method, we are required to solve two simultaneous equations. So, I have given here two simultaneous equations. So, A d1L plus K11 d1 plus K12 d2 equals to A d1. Now, below I have given the abbreviations. So, AD1L is nothing but the action in the direction of 1 due to loading. Likewise, other abbreviations are also given here. Actually, what is the exact meaning of that abbreviation? We will come to that part at the time of solving of the example. We will better understand that abbreviations at the time of solving the examples. So, in stiffness method, we are required two things are important, that is these two diagrams are important. So, you have to keep in mind these two diagrams. To solve any example by stiffness method, only we are required these two diagrams. So, here now come to the first diagram. So, if I want to get rotation theta equals to 1, if I want to get theta equals to 1, so 4 ei theta by L is the moment required to be applied. To get theta equals to 1, we are required to apply 4 ei theta by L. Now, to next, if I apply this moment at this end, to next end, half of this moment will get carry over. That's why half of this will be 2 ei theta upon L. Remember, the sign will remain same. Here we have applied a clockwise movement. So, to the next end, the sign will be same, but the magnitude will be half the applied moment. Now, come to this part, this diagram. So, if you want to get delta equals to 1, this is the amount of the moment required to be applied. That is 6 EI delta upon L square is the amount of the moment required to be applied at the end to get delta equals to 1, and to next end same moment is getting transferred with same sign. This moment is applied is anti-clockwise, so here also moment comes out to be anti-clockwise. So to solve an example by stiffness method, just we have to keep in mind these two diagrams. Remember, to get theta equals to 1, we have to apply 4 EI theta by L moment, and to get delta equals to 1, we are required to apply a moment of magnitude 6 EI delta upon L square.